From Baltimore's Inner Harbor, we're live from M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, a fun one on tap for us. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. First play of the game, and already an incredible catch. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. It could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Again, Mahomes to throw. This finds its target. That's Hill. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Fred Warner.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Play action, Mahomes. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they get this down to the 28. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Toss play to Barkley. Jukes away from one. This is ahead for about 5. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
On the draw, it's Barkley. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you and recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
At the 17-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
A 2nd down throw for Mahomes. He has it at the 5. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Blitz coming, Mahomes. Catch made. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Flowers now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. Nacua, the receiver, in motion right. Jackson looking to throw right away. Complete to Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Lamar now from the gun. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they're going to hold him down a step before the 30. You're right at the 31.
A gain of 19 yards.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the gun, Henry. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. And it's not just these quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They send the tight end in motion. Jackson now on 3rd. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. In that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They put a receiver in motion right. Pressure coming from Mahomes. This one's taken in by Hill. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Ravens crowding the passing lanes. They go into the dime for 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going for it himself. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A pickup of 17. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of their defense.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And that means 3rd down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. kickoff. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. From the gun, a run for Henry. Good pickup, but he's denied that 1st down. The stop comes at the 32-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one finds his man, Likely. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, Jackson. Has him on a quick hitter. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Nakua, the receiver, in motion right. This is Henry on 2nd. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. It's caught. Chase has it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Lamar back to throw. Short pass brought in. He's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Now here's Lamar. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. So So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
On fourth now, on comes Tyler Luke, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Luke knocks it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. The Eagles setting out their offense one last time in the first half. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Jake Elliott.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. First call here coming from the shotgun. Jackson to throw it. Finding Flowers. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down. Here's Lamar. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. Flying down the middle of Henry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
5 men out in the secondary for the Eagles on third down. Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play.
Now it's Lamar. This one's to Andrews out right. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. Anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. We get to Henry on the inside handoff. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 from the 32. To the air, Mahomes. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Blitz coming, Mahomes. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
1st and 10 from the 43. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. They'll air it out on 3rd. It's a screen to Barkley. And this one does not go far.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field. Not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Now Jackson off the play action. Pass pulled in by Henry. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Motioning the tight end now. Shotgun snap to Jackson. The left side caught by Andrews. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and just 2 to go. Looking to throw. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. They go play fake with Jackson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Now he takes it. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He calls his own number again. And they bring him down around the 34.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Ball forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun, Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 20 at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
Tuck it down on this side like he had to go. If you don't agree, ask the streets in your big 5 here. You already know. Already know how to go. Already know how to go.
Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darren Stingley Jr. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. I'll start this one out with Barkley. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. He was escorted out of bounds, but not before driving them up near the 25. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First down, a run with Barkley. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down. Now we're gonna have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They go to Barkley again. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Here's Mahomes on a designed run. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths.